Hi, I'm Press Gazette editor Dominic Ponsford. I'm here at Defamation 2014. This is our conference looking at the Defamation Act, which came into force at the start of this year, explaining what it means for journalists. It's a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reform libel law. Now, when it came in, people said it created a new landscape for press freedom in the UK. 6 months on, we're still not completely sure what it means. That's because there hasn't been any case law yet. So we've gathered some of the leading media brains in the country from the coalface of media law to tell us what journalists need to know about defamation.
I very much hope that that the new regulatory body being set up for the print media will raise professional standards and will discourage people from having to go to court. So the idea behind the Defamation Act is to encourage professional standards and less litigation and less expensive litigation, while at the same time protecting the right to a good reputation and enabling the poor as well as the rich to have access to justice on both sides.
There's more and more law and regulation surrounding the work that journalists do. When I came into the law 30 odd years ago, there was relatively little of it. Now there are reams and reams of it in statute, in common law, under the Human Rights Act. There are all kinds of pitfalls for journalists, and every journalist has to be part lawyer these days, particularly if you're doing public interest work and risking attacking the reputations of the rich and powerful.
I think the real question about this Act is is it just more law, or is it really going to affect at the journalistic workface what you can and cannot publish, or rather what you can publish without the enormous cost and time consumption which legal proceedings in this area tend to bring.
Aim for accuracy, and if you can't check it, leave it out. Just thrash it out with your editors early on, work out what's in the public interest, what parts you want to publish, look at how you're going to defend it. If it's really contentious and you really want to get it into the paper, then make sure you've had that conversation early on, because you want to understand, are we alleging that they're actually guilty of this, or is it something lower than that? And it's really easy just to pitch it at the wrong height and then be left having to defend it. Nothing worse than having to apologise or have to withdraw it, or even worse, have to pay damages when you could have actually dealt with that at the outset.